Hey guys, it's Olivia. So it has been requested that I do a character meet and greet do's and don'ts video. I know as a guest, even for me, it's intimidating meeting characters. Sometimes you don't really know what to say or how to interact or how the whole flow of things should actually work. So I'm here today to give you a little bit of insight to that to make your character interaction experience the best it can be. Also, I have my Tinkerbell hair today. Please let me know how you like it. So the very first thing, when you're in line, you and your party should already figure out what kinds of photos you're going to do. By this, I don't mean poses, but for example, whenever I usually go with two of my roommates, and we would know that we want to get one group picture, we would want to meet the character together, get a group picture, and then we had a system where, we got to take our individuals. So two of us would hop out and then we'd switch and just try to make it nice and fast. This is especially important if you're traveling with a large party. So for example, a lot of times we see parties of 9 or 10 or 12 because it's, grandpa and grandma, then their two daughters, then those daughters' families, which is great, but just make sure you know that, okay, want to do a group, okay, we want to do mom and dad, okay, want to do this family, want to do this family, want to do kids, whatever it is, have that plan in mind so you're not spending the entire interaction just kind of walking around, oh, I don't know, what should we do? Oh, should we do this pose? It's just a lot more helpful for PhotoPass attendance and characters, so have that plan in mind while you're in line. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a couple of rules that there are when you are meeting characters. Number one, you cannot be holding a drink while you're meeting a character. So even if it's a closed water bottle, Starbucks, if you're in Epcot and you have a beer, you need to set that to the side before you go up and meet the character. Another thing, characters cannot hold anything that is not Disney merchandise. So if you ask Mickey to hold Mickey and take a picture, that's totally fine. And a sign that says, Mark's Fence Company, call 555, blah, blah, blah. They're not allowed to hold that or do that. So it's not supposed to be in the picture at all because Disney is not endorsing anything. So be careful about that. Also, everyone in the party needs to be wearing shoes, little kids included. If your feet touch the floor, you need to have shoes on. Okay, so for the actual interaction, the character attendant is going to bring you in, and probably the first thing you're going to do is take your bags to the side. You want to do that, take them to the exit so that when you leave, it's a nice flow. Kind of awkward because the character's kind of standing there like waving at you and you're like, hold on one second, and you put things down, but please put things down wherever the attendant says to put things down. Next, if you want pictures taken, ask the PhotoPass or the character attendant to hold your phone and take pictures, and they are more than happy to do that, so don't worry about that if you don't have Memory Maker. So then your interaction is going to begin. So Mickey might give you a hug at first. He might start pointing out the Mickeys on your shirt, but really the first thing you want to do is kind of have those autograph books ready. And in my personal experience, it is best if there's not more than 3 autograph books. I get it when you're like on the DCP and so all your roommates are coming, have autograph books, that's fine. But if it's a family of 13 and they're literally like all siblings and you know that none of them are really into this and not gonna look at these autographs ever again, please don't get them 13 autograph books. If they insist on it, that's fine. We are there to make you happy. But if you can make it just 1 autograph book per family or something like that, also have those autograph books open and ready. You will hear the attendant say this 50 times while you are in line, but please actually make sure that you open it up to the page. And I know it's really cute to want to have your 2-year-old walk over the page to Mickey, but if your 2-year-old can't walk, then please just have an adult or an older kid hand them the autograph book. So again, you don't spend your entire interaction waiting for this kid to walk and then drop the autograph book and all that stuff. Just make sure, just anything you can do to prepare beforehand, make sure you do that. Now, the main reason that people wanted me to make this video was because they said they don't really know how to interact. Like, if you're meeting Pluto, what do you say? Because he doesn't talk and he's a dog, and how do you deal with that? So here's my advice. So when you're meeting a character, you want to already know who the character is and something of their personality. So for example, if you go and meet Donald Duck, you can say, Donald, how's Daisy doing? Donald, how are Huey, Dewey, and Louie doing? Donald, I think Mickey is number 1. And then he's gonna be like, no, I'm number 1. Stuff like that. If you're meeting any girl or princess like Minnie, Daisy, or any of the princesses, you can always compliment them on their outfits. That's a really easy go-to conversation starter. You can ask Goofy how Max is doing. You can ask Mickey about Pluto. You can tell Mickey he's looking dapper. A lot of times you can use the setting as well. So, for example, when it is decorated like Christmas at Animal Kingdom, compliment them on their set design. Tell them, wow, Donald, I really like what you did with the place. I love all the garland. And then he'll go around and show you all his Christmas decorations. If you have any sort of celebration button as well, the characters most likely will point that out. So whether you're celebrating graduation, birthday, anniversary, getting into the DCP, they will most likely point that out. That's a really good conversation starter. If you're wearing any pins, any Disney merchandise. The sun came out, so I don't know how much of that I have lines all over my face for. But Minnie Mouse really loves seeing your decorated nail designs. Even something as simple as, you're my favorite character, or this is my first time at Disney World, or hey Mickey, what is your favorite treat at Disney World, or something like that. You can pretty much ask them anything and they will have some sort of response and make the interaction fun. As far as characters like the princesses, Tinkerbell, Alice and Hatter, I don't have as much experience working with them. I have super greeted for them before. I have gone and met them as a guest. In my experience, they pretty much drive the conversation. You don't really have to come up with anything as much as you do for characters who's, you know, like Mickey, Donald, Goofy, someone who you can't actually like see a person because, you know, it's a mouse. But same thing, you can ask them questions about their movie, ask Rapunzel about Pascal or Flynn Rider or how her parents are doing. Ask Elsa about Arendelle. Ask Anna what her favorite chocolatey treat is in Epcot. You can ask Snow White about what kind of activities the dwarfs have been doing lately, if they've gotten in a lot of trouble, how they like their new ride at Magic Kingdom. I remember the first time I met Tinkerbell, which was the first time ever meeting a face character for me. It was before my Disney college program. It was on my senior trip. Went down to Disneyland and it was my #1 goal to meet Tinkerbell. And so my friends and I go and meet her, and I had on my sparkly ears, and I go up and I'm just like starstruck. Like I can't say anything. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm in the presence of Tinkerbell. This is amazing. And she was like, oh, I like your ears. You know, is that pixie dust on them? And I was like, uh-huh. And she was like, where'd you get them? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, you don't know where you got your ears? And I was like, somewhere in the park. And she was like, well, I'm gonna need to talk to someone about that. If they're just letting pixie dust go left and right, definitely gonna have to get on Terrence about that. And so she I had no idea what to say. I was like, just freaked out and like so amazed and in awe. And she completely, you know, found something on my outfit and drove the conversation. And like I said, with the other characters too, if you have a celebration button of any sort, they'll point out that. If you have any sort of clothing that's Disney, they'll also probably ask you, oh, what have you done today? What adventures have you been on? Oh, have you been enjoying the Food and Wine Festival? Things like that. So as far as face characters go, they usually drive the conversation, but you can always ask them about, you know, their sidekicks in the show, how their prince is doing, anything about their studying, or any types of, oh, what's your favorite food on Main Street? Like literally any kind of Disney related question you can ask them. But as far as regular character meet and greets, really just in line, make sure you have your stuff ready, whether it's an autograph book, know whose friend's camera you're taking pictures on. Make sure you know what order of pictures you're gonna do. So if you're gonna, okay, we're gonna all go meet them together, take a group shot, and then, okay, you're gonna jump out, you're gonna jump out, you're gonna jump out. Whatever it is, have that plan in mind, and also have a question or two prepared for the characters, just in case there's not something obvious like, oh, a Mickey Mouse pin, or a Mickey Mouse shirt, or a hat, or something like that. Have something in mind. Just think about them as a character and who they hang out with in their stories or their girlfriend. Some more just general tips about character meet and greets. They don't really like it when you smack them on the head. They don't really like getting bopped on the nose. Hugs are always great. High fives are great. Waving is great. They are more than happy to do a video message, more than happy to do pictures. Just kind of keep that under control and don't, you know, spend 5 minutes just taking pictures. And if you have something that you really want to show them, like a piece of art, your nails, your shirt, anything, make sure you tell them, because they love seeing their face on your shirt. That's really, really exciting. So yeah, hopefully these tips are helpful to you. Hopefully you learned something new about kind of the process of meeting characters. Again, be ready beforehand, start, hug, and then do autograph book. And if you want to take pictures, PhotoPass and character attendants are more than happy to take pictures on your phone for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below your favorite tip or any other tips you have for meeting Disney characters. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. I'll post a couple right here. I'll also put some in the description box below. If you think it is really helpful, make sure to share this with whoever you're going on Disney vacation with so they can be in the loop as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember to keep dreaming out loud, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!